Man, he goes to the highways and the byways, man. He just, that's where I want to be, and he brought me here, and thank the Lord that now my family has expanded.
Praise God. Praise God.
So, serving under Pastor Larry, being here for I think a little over 4 months, is because I have a longer story before that. I was incarcerated for 22 years.
My Lord, my Lord.
More than half of my life was I incarcerated because of, Satan, taking over my life, breaking families. And I was incarcerated for 22 years. I was I'd done more time in prison than I was actually out. And so being in prison, I was just gang member, I was addict, I was everything.
Come on.
However, Jesus came in there and visited me first before my family came and visited me. And I'm thankful because every time I go through the trial, I hate it, but I always come out singing praises. I'm always thankful that He put me through it, but I cried through the trial. And so I went in there, and I was one of those people that I thought that I was going to die of my addiction. I thought, this is just me. It's okay. But it was until God started sending messengers my way that people started planting seeds in my life. I started watching people, asking myself, why are they joyful? Why are they happy? Why are they thankful? And I remember in prison, somebody invited me to church. And I just wanted to get out of the cell because I was already in trouble. And they opened up my cell door and they said, hey, Santos, go to the chapel. And I remember just thinking about how I was going to get high. That's all I could think about. However, my soul was tired.
Come on.
My soul was searching for something else. And I knew that it wasn't going to be in that pipe, in that syringe. And I remember walking and I remember hearing from far away them singing a song that I'm going to sing to you guys.
Come on, bro.
And I remember them singing this song, and I remember walking, and tears started falling down my eyes. And my face had not recognized a tear for a long time because my heart was cold. However, Jesus was ready to give me a new heart. And I started dropping tears because I knew that what I needed was over there. I knew that I was going to meet Him face to face, and I knew that it wasn't for me to get right. He was going to make me right.
Come on now.
So I remember going in there, and I remember giving my life to the Lord, and I cried so hard, snot coming out of my nose. But I knew that it was real. I was real. Why? Because my soul, for the first time, could be at peace.
Come on. Presence of God.
For the first time, gangs weren't controlling me. For the first time, addiction wasn't controlling me. For the first time, my soul was at peace. And then God took away the drugs and He put a guitar in my hand. Come on, sir. And He put a drum set in my hand. And I started serving in the choir for a long time. And I didn't even know that God was preparing me for something different because I had a life sentence. I had 49 with an L, meaning that even after 49 years, you still ain't going home.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
But there's somebody else had something different to say.
Come on, sir. Yes, sir.
Somebody had something different to say.
Yes, sir.
And I remember that, I wasn't even thinking about going home. I started serving the Lord, going to the yard, preaching in the yard, handing out tracts, prayer groups, and I just was around my family. I was just serving God. And not even thinking about going home. And then one day they called me to the program office. And they called me. I thought I was in trouble. I was used to that. And they called me and they say, come into this room. And it was a dark room. And then they're like, hey, somebody's going to call you and we're going to leave this room. And I thought, oh, I'm messed up. What do I do? But it was the governor of California.
Come on, sir. Come on, sir.
And the governor of California said, Mr. Santos, he says, you've been doing exceptional conduct in prison. We are going to commute your sentence. And you're immediately going to go home with your sentence.
Yes, sir. Hallelujah.
All I can say was, can you say that one more time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And The truth is, and I want to tell you this, I didn't tell the governor this, but the truth is, I wasn't trying to go home because I didn't think I had a chance.
Right.
All I was doing was serving Jesus.
Come on, man. Right
That's
there.
it. That's all I was doing. People ask me, hey, how'd you do it? Serve Jesus. Hey, how do you do it? Go to the prayer circle. How do you do it? Come to this church. How do you do it? You know, sing a song to the Lord. Get back. Walk in love. That's all I was doing. And God honored that. And I was so thankful because I didn't even think I deserved it. I didn't even think about going home.
Yeah.
But God said I had something bigger for you.
Yeah.
Now I understand that where he says, for whom he loves, no, not for whom he loves, Romans 8:28.
Yeah.
Where he talks about the good he has for us. And you know what the good I had was something so small compared to what he had for me.
Right. Come
You know,
on.
and I'm thankful that's why I'm here today.
Yes, sir.
Because I know God's got a better good than I have. And so I remember before I was going home, they told me I was going home, and I remember we were having, I think it was an Easter service.
Yes, sir.
Or the, no, it was Christmas service.
Yes.
I was on the choir, I was playing guitar, singing, and I remember they said, man, there's a brother coming in, man, he's on fire. You know, who's gonna come in? And it was Pastor Larry. And you know, and I was telling him, hey, I'm gonna be rolling to open. You know, I don't know anybody there, man. And they're like, I'm gonna connect you with the real deal.
Come on, man.
And so I met Pastor Larry, man. I could feel his spirit, my spirit were there, locked in. And so when I got out, I immediately connected with them. That was about 4 or 5 months ago, and I'm still going strong with them, helping the unhoused, serving the church, man. Why? Because I'm grateful, and I know that God puts some people in my life, you know. So I'm thankful for being right here with you, serving with you, and being in this revival, because that revival is stirring my heart as we speak. And so I'm here. And so I just